Hey guys, welcome back. It's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life, and happy Canada Day to my fellow Canucks. Yeah, we are here with Margarete Miller Monday. So let's get started. For those of you who are not interested in Margarete Miller Monday, go ahead and skip ahead. I will be playing with some packaging later on in this video. Okay, to get started, I have gathered a few things. We have our prompts, which is something representing a holiday. Well, I couldn't really find anything in my stash representing Canada Day per se, but I have this little moose who also can represent Canada, and he's a little, it could be a deer as well, representing Christmas. So I kind of figured we'd go with that little guy who's hanging out on my desk. Figured I'd put him to use. A toy. I was searching around in my magazines and I have this from a Costco magazine. It's a water gun. Then we have a handwritten line from a song. I'll show you, let you know what I'm going to do with that later. Water in some form. Well, we have the water from the water gun, but then I also have, when I think water drops. We have this drop of water here, so I might just cut this out and put it on there. And it kind of will be a memory because we are still under a water restriction here where I live because of our water main break. They finally fixed everything, but now they have to flush all the lines, water lines, and then, get it running again. The sun or moon, I have brought out my antiquarian sticker book, which is always a great book for these types of challenges. And I have the sunshine. And then bonus, a shoe or shoes. And then I also have some shoes stickers here. We'll see what we can do. I'm going to again try to stay with one side of the page, obviously, because I have just, I kind of have to because I only have the one to work off of here. All right, so I hope you're all doing well and finding yourselves in your crafty spaces. I do kind of want to cover this with something, but I don't know what. I really hadn't pre-planned that part. So I'm just going to go through kind of my scrap papers, see what we have. Kind of want something, could do that. And what else do I have? Oh, maybe let's do purple. Let's do purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. So yeah, this is a perfect, almost a perfect size. So I'm just going to quickly trim this down. Yeah, nice to have a holiday Monday. We are getting close to the start of Stampede, which is a big rodeo kind of event here in Calgary. And yeah, so I have quite a few events for work coming up for that. I don't usually do the Stampede. It's just way too crowded for me and way too expensive for me. But I do get to go for one of my work events, and I get to go watch the rodeo, which I'm super excited about. I really quite enjoy that. I did spend some time on a farm, and we didn't ever do that, like go to watch the rodeo at the Stampede, simply because we could rodeo in our backyard with the cattle. It just, if you are, I feel like if you are actually a Western person or a real rancher, cowboy, or whatever, that's not something that you like to just go and do for fun because you do it on the daily, right? So I think I want to ink this. I did do a little bit of a tidy up and reorganization on my desk here, so hopefully I'll be able to find my things a little easier and without any craftalanches. But yeah, Stampede's always, I think kids like it more because you have like the midway. It's like a big, huge carnival, right? There's lots of rides and games and all sorts of weird foods. Like there's always some sort of like food of the year. So one year there was like deep fried scorpions, deep fried Oreos. We always have like the deep fried pickles and pierogies and all, like there's lots of interesting food things at the Stampede, but all very overpriced. I did last year try a dill pickle pizza though, which I really enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie, I really like that. Okay, let's glue that down there. Yeah, so the event that I get to take in is, I think it's a wine and cheese tasting, and then the rodeo afterwards. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then, so that'll be next week. This week, what do we have going on? Oh, my niece hopefully is coming on Saturday. Just depends whether or not WestJet can get their poop in a group, because the mechanics are striking, and so I don't know if that'll affect her flight to come here, because she's from Saskatchewan, which for those of you who are not Canadian, that's just a province over, a province to the east of where I am. So hopefully she'll be able to make it here. And then the day after she arrives is my daughter's 13th birthday, so I will officially have nothing but teenagers in my house. Please pray for me. And then, of course, she's going to have some of her friends over for sleepover, as well as my niece. My oldest son wants to have a sleepover with his friends the same day, so I probably will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 10 teenagers. At least. That's at least. That's being very conservative with that number. I'm just going to fussy cut out this little image here. Do I want the water? Yeah, I do. Okay. Actually, maybe I want this whole thing. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week. And then this week, I'm also back to work 2 days a week in office. I was just doing 1 day after my little break. I had a little break from work, and then my mom had her little heart episode. So I am now just kind of getting back to going in office twice a week, which isn't terrible, right? It's not terrible, especially when I have such amazing people that I work with. I thoroughly enjoy going to see people at the office. Yeah, just, it's a busy time. Dentist appointment for my oldest son. What else do we got going on? I hope the weather will be nicer. It's been kind of rainy this weekend, which sucks for a long weekend, but what do you do? What do you do? Okay. Maybe this just a little bit closer. Yeah, so this weekend, what did I do over the weekend? Friday, I hung out with my one bestie, Rosanna. Hi, Rosanna. I tease her because she goes to sleep to my videos. So everybody, that's good night, Rosanna. Sweet dreams. She's going to be mortified that I did that. I told her I was going to do it. But yeah, she falls asleep to my videos. Okay, I like that. So that's a toy. A handwritten. Okay, I don't know where I want to put that. Maybe if yeah, you will go down here. I like you down there. Water in some form. What did I have? What did I have? Oh, that drop. Yeah, so that's kind of the next couple of weeks for me. Guys, stay tuned, because I am starting a new project, which I hope you guys will find exciting. It is an altered book. And if you are new to junk journaling and are kind of overwhelmed with the whole like binding in signatures, finding papers to go in there, if that's all just a little too overwhelming for you, then I highly encourage you to join along with me in this altered book project. There's no binding. You're actually going to be ripping pages out of an existing book, so particularly one that you don't want. And yeah, and then we're just going to be kind of decorating it. And so it's I don't know, I don't want to necessarily just call it an art journal, but it is a great way to do an art journal, is make an altered book art journal. I think they're fun. Okay, so I want you kind of maybe here. I don't know. What, and then we're gonna have my son. I need a shoe in there. Where am I going to put the shoe? This is going to be a weird page altogether, you guys. So don't expect some sort of like masterpiece. This is definitely going to be a hot mess. but that's okay. Okay, so my sun, I'm just going to put up in the corner. Like this. I feel like the sun should be in the air. Like that. I don't mind it hanging over the edge of that purple. That's just fine. Now I need a shoe. What shoe do we want? Kind of feel like the crazier the better with this page. Maybe this one? There's some tiny shoes. Maybe I'll go with just a little shoe and then I can write my line of the song there. Where do I want you? If I put that there, I mean, this is not going to be the best collage at all, but again, it's just a fun little play along project. Okay, no, I do want the green shoe. Let's just go with the green shoe. Okay. And then we can move on to our packaging project. Play with some packaging. Put you there. Still need to glue you down. Like that. We'll glue you down. Do-do-do, do-do-do. So what are you guys working on? Have you been working on anything in particular? I really want to do a bee journal this summer as well. There's so many projects I want to do. Oh, I've got lots of buzzing going on my phone. Just not enough time. Oh, what do we got going on? Okay, Instacart. Ah, yes, my groceries are arriving. And okay. That's okay. All is good. Now, what do I do with this little string? Do I want to keep it on there? I don't think so. I'm going to cut it off. I could save that, but I'm not going to. Right, my little moose or deer, whatever you are. So that's all glued down. Let's put you there. I think art is going to hold you just fine. Like that. A little bit of winter in with the summer theme. And then a line from a song. I am just going to simply write down one of my daughter's favorite songs, or the song that we used to sing to her when she was a baby. I'm not going to do it with my quill pen because quill pens are fun, you guys. If you don't have one, get yourself one. Get yourself a quill pen. Oh, shoot. Where am I going to put my prompts? I did not think of that. Oops. Okay. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's just grab. I'm just going to do some weird cutting on this one. Usually I use my deco scissors. Let's just do this. Some wonky cutting around it. Oh, what's going on now? Oh, finished my shopping. Groceries should be here soon. Okay. Some ink. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. I did not think this out. I will make it happen. I will make it work though. Okay. So I am going to have to glue that there. And then my line of a song. Maybe I'll just put it there. This one's going to be super awkward, but that's okay. That's just, it is what it is. I mean, this challenge has been fun, but I don't think I'm going to do it next year. Like, I like that it's definitely challenged me in terms of like thinking outside the box, but my collages just aren't, I don't know. I feel like when I have to do something, I just get creatively stuck, if that makes sense. I need a scrap piece of paper. If I could just go and do my thing, then I feel like my creativity is better. I found this too when I was on a design team for card making, when I had to use specific products and go with a specific theme. It just really, yeah, it kind of messed me up. Okay, I'm just going to do it down here. It's going to say, you are my sunshine. There we go. Okay, definitely not the most creative. I get it. It's a hot mess, but that is okay. That is okay. It's just a creativity process. All right, let's get this on before I spill it. You guys can't even see that. I was off camera. That's not cool, is it? Okay. So there we go. There is week 27 in the book. We have something representing a holiday. We have our little reindeer with a snowflake here, a toy, which we have this water gun, handwritten line from a song, you are my sunshine, water in some form. Well, we have water from the water gun, but we also have this drop of water, the sun, and bonus, a shoe. Right, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to do some tidying up, guys, and then we will come back for playing with packaging. Okay, so I have pulled this guy back out from last week. I do really want to play with this. And this is from, I believe, pantyhose packaging. But I think it would make a really cool flip over a page. And I think I want to do like a magnet closure on it. Yes. So we do have some fixing to do because obviously it's got a little bit of a rip here. But let's go ahead and get started. And then if we have time, I did bring this little guy back. This is that little journal cover. Maybe we can finish this off. But let's start with this. Now, I sort of have an idea, but I sort of don't all at the same time. So this is very long. It is, when I open it up, it is about 14 3/4 inches. So obviously 12 by 12 isn't going to work, but I want to cover this with this piece of paper. And then I want to create like a little pocket on it. And then on this part, I think I'll use this. So let's just kind of grab a pencil and maybe we'll just kind of trace this. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Do I want it to go over a little bit? I think I do. I think I want, because this is a rip here, I think I want to strengthen that. So I will put this right at the edge. And then I'm just going to kind of trace this somewhat, just to give me an idea of where I need to cut. Is it going to work? Yeah, it should work. Yeah, okay, let's just do that. Grab my scissors. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I know that should still work. Sorry, I traced it on the back, but that should still work to glue it on the front, right? Yes, okay, that should be fine. Sorry, my brain is a little tired today. I didn't have the best sleep in the world. I'm not sure why. I'm going to chalk it up to the weather. I am going through a little bit of a flare with my health. I don't know, just when the weather is cool and like stormy, I just do not feel great. It makes my body feel like crap. So I am just trying to do the best I can. I probably should have just glued this and then cut around the whole thing, but You know, why make things easy when we can challenge ourselves? I also could have just used my corner rounder likely for that, but again, I like a good challenge. Okay, so that should line up there. Is that going to work? Or I wanted it to go. I wanted to go this way. That's what I wanted. Whew. And then I'll have to cut that little piece out. Okay. I think this will work. I don't know, you guys. We're just playing. We're just playing and seeing what happens. Okay. Let's use art glitter glue. I mean, the most fun is being able to add our focal point and decorative stuff to this. So we'll get there. Like this. I kind of like playing with packaging because it in itself is a challenge to figure out, okay, well, here's a piece of packaging. What can I make out of it? How can we make it look cool and interesting? All right. I am going to add a piece of tape over that. Oh, there's just some washi tape hanging out here. We're not going to see it, but it's just going to help keep that down until I put some paper over it. Oh, okay. So we've got that. Now let's clean up. That is a little bent there. Let's grab the glue and help us to give that a little bit more support. Get it back down to its original flatness there. Okay. Good, good. Cut that out. Like that. And we also have some overhang on this side, and we'll just clean that up. Yeah, I probably should have just glued it down and then cut it out, but you know, lesson learned. Okay, so now a little bit more here. Now we will fold that back like this. Okay, we got one side covered. Now let's cover this side. And how do we want to do this? I want a pocket on this side. Do I also want a pocket on this side? I could make a taller pocket with this. And then just have a little thing here, and then we still have room to decorate. I think that's a good idea. I think that will work. Okay, so let's again, but it's a pocket, so I can't pre-glue it. I do have to cut it out like this. All right. Around the corner there. So yeah, and this week is also 4th of July for my American friends. Do you guys have any 4th of July plans? Any fireworks and stuff? I don't think we'll be able to do fireworks because of our water ban, but it's funny, a lot of people are really getting away from fireworks. Like in my community page, they're always getting mad at people for fireworks because it freaks their dogs out or what have you. And I don't know how to feel about that. Like I get, like, my dog does not like thunder either, and she's not a big fan of fireworks, but you know, when we know that they're going to be going on, the bigger one. If we know that fireworks or thunder's happening, we keep her close to us and, you know, just give her lots of cuddles, and she's eventually fine. But I don't know if I would expect other people not to participate in fireworks because it scares my dog. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to poo-poo on somebody else's fun just because my dog gets a little bit freaked out. Okay. Just ink this up before I glue it down. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want. Vintage photo. Now, I'm not sure what we're going to do for focal point on this pocket, but we will figure something out. Okay, so that is going to get glued on. Maybe, do I need to zoom out a bit? I feel like let's try this. Just a little bit more. How's that? Then you get to see the entire mess on my desk, right? Okay, well, let's do this. Yeah, okay. There we go. It feels good to use up this packaging, let me tell you, because I have been hoarding and stashing this stuff for a while and I need to get it used up. So I think doing this packaging thing after Margarete Miller Monday kind of works out well. Okay. I think that's good. Let that dry. Now I want to cover this side, and I first need to do my magnets. Now, where did I put those bad boys? I did get some not that long ago. There we go, some tiny ones here. I just have 2 of these left. These are super flat, but those are super flat. Maybe I'll save those for a different project. Okay. Let's open these. These are super tiny. I don't know if it says the size on it. 100 piece, 10 times 1 millimeter thick. So they're 1 millimeter thick. And I don't know if I can tell you what the actual size is. Okay, there's actually 2 there. They're pretty strong too. So you got to be careful. You don't want them to kind of like clang together because they will break. All right, yeah, super thin. Can you see how thin those are? Like super thin. And they are, I don't know, what is that? That's not an inch, that's a centimeter, isn't it? I think that's a centimeter. Where's my ruler? Yep, a centimeter. It's stuck perfectly on there for me to measure. Yeah, so I think what we need to do is we need to glue these down first so that they're underneath the paper because I don't want to see them. Let's try and figure out center. Yeah, it's about center. Now, I'm going to put both of them together. And I'll put glue on one. And maybe about there. Like that. Okay, and then now what I want to do is put glue on here. The other side of this magnet. And then I'm going to close this. And I'm also going to take a clip because that's going to want to pop open. To give it time to glue, I am going to use this clip to hold that together. Okay. In the meantime, we can think about our pocket here. Or I could do 2 pockets that it slides that way. I don't know what I want to do. No, because I did want to try to use maybe one of these little sayings. I've had these for literal years, like over a decade. Happy heart makes its own song. Yeah, we could do that. And then have this for the pocket. Okay, let's do that. Now, because this is like a vellum, it is a little bit tricky adhesive wise. So I'm going to pull down my, what's it called? Xyron machine. This thing works really great if you have, sorry, I'm pulling it off a shelf that's over my head. This thing is old. Yeah, Xyron, this is the 9-inch Creative Station. And it works really well for sticking down vellum and acetate. Does it? Not the greatest for acetate, but it makes the adhesive less visible behind more transparent papers, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm just going to put this little guy right in here. Ooh, don't mind the dust. And then we'll just kind of turn the handle and it comes out like that. It's got a little cutter blade on the back, so I'll just push that down and cut. Okay. So yeah, it kind of makes almost like stickers. It'll make that into a sticker. There we go. Put that away just to be safe. And then I'm going to use my bone folder just to make sure it has the adhesive stuck in all the right places. There. There. I think I can reuse these. I'm not too sure. I'll find out. So then just peel this back. That goes that way. That's going to go that way. Peel that off. And see, it's just like a little sticker. And you can't really see the adhesive underneath it, can you? Happy heart makes its own song. Okay, can I just flip these for a second? And let's try to center that right there. Oh, I'm glad I was able to use that. That has been kicking around my craft room for way too many years. Okay, and then let's do our little pocket. Let's also see if this is ready to come off. No, not yet. That's okay, we'll just let it sit. It's staying down, so that's the important thing. And this, do we want the flowers? Yes, I kind of want that. Okay, I want that there. Turn that over. And again, use our pencil. Okay, it is a little bigger than I want, and that's okay. I do want to find about here for the little thumb notch. Use this guy again. Right about, why am I holding it wonky? There. Not that you'll see much of that, but we're going to give that an ink. I'll ink the rest after I glue it down. Okay, well, the thumb notch is a little off. Oh, it's because it's not going on that side, Chala. Jeez. There. You guys were probably screaming at me going, "Well, you're putting it on the wrong side, girl." Okay. Good, good. I want to go about here, down, about here, down, and around, like that. Stick the pin in. Okay, kind of a cute little pocket. Like that. Okay. Glue, 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 my little friend. Glue, glue, glue. Okay, now let's trim. You gonna open up now? Yay. Okay, perfect. And we'll just trim this up. Like this. Okay. And this side. That. Okay, let's get that scrap away. I need some thinking, do I have coffee dyed paper? Not so sure if I have a ton of that left, but I have some other, oops, I have some other papers that I got from Goodwill. I'm just, sorry guys, just looking here. I think that would kind of go. I don't know why I grabbed two, but that's okay. But again, I'm going to have to do this in 2 sections. Okay. Oh, you know what I could do? Okay, I'm having a thought, so just bear with me here and I'll get you guys caught up once it formulates 100% in my head. Now, do I want this side or do I want the calmer side? I think I want the calmer side. So we'll go ahead and we'll just glue this down. And then I'll cut around it because that seems to be, I think, the easier way to go. Just like this. So you can still write on the inside of this. It'll be an over the page kind of like little tack, but you can also write things on it, except for, you know, obviously where the magnet is. So line that up about there. Smooth this down. Okay. We'll go ahead and cut that part out, whatever you want to call it, like this. And this way. So I do have some scraps. This will still need the other side. Do I have a particular journal in mind for this? No. It's just going to live in my little ephemera box until it finds a home or until I gift it to somebody. There we go. I've also had some interest in a virtual retreat. I've had a couple people from one of my Facebook groups that are interested. So I will work on getting a date together and let you know how you can register for that. There will be limited space just because I do have limited space with respect to my Zoom account, right? There's only like so many people you can have online at a time, I think. But I'll let you know once I get that all sorted out. It'll likely be in August, I think. Just because, yeah, July is already pretty crazy for me right now. So, and it's only the first. It's only the first day. I was also trying to get together with some of my old teacher friends, and yeah, I can't, like, between all of our schedules, it's looking like the end of July. I don't know why I'm tracing that instead of just gluing it. Just glue it, Chala. Don't be silly. Yeah, it looks like we won't be able to make dates work till the end of July, beginning of August. So that's what happens when you're busy families. There we go. Okay. Let's get this glued as close as possible. Now I am going to figure out a way to kind of bridge this gap because there's going to be a gap that this paper isn't covering, and I'm thinking of putting a little piece of lace or ribbon around there and tying a bow on the other side. See how that looks. Like that. And I don't know why it takes me so long to do these things, you guys. I mean, it shouldn't take me as long as it does, but I think part of it is I'm just really enjoying the process. I don't want to rush it. I just want to enjoy making things at a pace that I don't feel rushed. So if it's too slow for you, go ahead and hit that speed up button. You can watch it at like 1.5 or what is it? You can like two times the speed, I think, something like that. You can speed me up. Make me sound like a chipmunk. Okay. There we go. Now we just need to ink. And again, that little gap that's on the inside here isn't terrible either because it's on the inside. If it was on the outside, it would bother me more, but oh, we got a little gap there. We don't want that. Reinforce that. Okay. Ooh. Oh, my Instacart has been delivered. My groceries have been delivered. I'm just going to quickly pause because I'm not sure if my family knows to bring them in. They usually just leave them on the step. So I will be right back. All right, groceries have been put away and sorted. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have our little pocket flip thing. And I was thinking about putting a piece of ribbon, but I think I'm just going to go with some washi tape. And I have this stuff here, which I think is going to be a great color combination and size. Oh yeah, that's super pretty. Okay, let's use this. Just put some glue on here. Actually, I think just to be safe, I'm going to put glue right on the washi itself, just to make sure it will be glued on all the edges. Ooh, that is pretty. Move it up just a bit. There's my cloth. Okay, now our little snips. And we will just trim away this excess. Like that. Okay, on this side. And I want to do something to decorate this pocket. I did find some old ephemera pieces from like days gone by that I had printed out at some point in time. And I think it'll work well for this. Okay. Where is my, there it is, bone folder right in front of me. I'm just going to give this a good burnish. Okay, let's take a look. So this is what I pulled out. And again, I think the colors will go nicely. And I just think that will look really pretty right there. So that way it is decorated on both sides. Just inking to cover up some of my shoddy fussy cutting, getting rid of some of that white, camouflage it a bit. Oh, I had a like little, where did that go? I had a little sentiment on my desk somewhere. That might be fun. I think this is just from a book page. I know my place and I try to keep it. Oh, I like that. Let's do that. Yeah, I like that. For some reason, I really like that. Okay. Yeah, this is from just from a book, a sentence from a book that I thought was kind of cool. We'll go ahead and ink this, and then we'll glue it down, and then we'll be done. Right there. Okay. I like to use my tweezers to hold things, especially when I'm gluing. I really do not like getting sticky fingers. But it's all part of the craft. I get it. But if I can avoid it, I will. Do you, my darling? I think your name is Esther. She looks like an Esther. Esther, you will live right there. And then that little sentiment will go right underneath. Uh-oh, small child coming down. The last one came down to ask me for ice cream, so I wonder what this one wants. Hello. Hi. What would you like? Yeah. What do you need? No, you can talk to me. It's fine. What do you need?
Just asking if you could order the things, the flies on the.
Can you ask Dad for that?
He's not here.
Dad's not here? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll talk after. Okay. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Okay. Sorry, that was my middle child, my youngest son. He wants some fly fishing flies ordered offline. Apparently, needs my credit card. Isn't that funny how that works? Okay, but I suppose there could be worse things he's into than fly fishing, right? Right. Okay, so we are done this little, oh, what was that? Oh, that was from my sewing machine. Okay, we are done this little over the page doohickey thing. Oh, that's been floating around on the floor. So I'm just going to get a page out so that you can see kind of really what it is. So yeah, you open it up. You can have space to write in there. I mean, you could even put, could you? No, I was going to say maybe you could put more pockets, but no, it would interfere with our little hidden magnets here. And it closes up nicely. We've got a pocket on this side, pocket on this side, and then it'll just go over top of a page like this. Isn't that cute? And then you can still tuck stuff under here if you like as well. Well, that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then we had our Margarete Miller challenge. Margarete Miller? Yeah, Margarete. Why am I having trouble speaking now? I don't know. Again, I'm tired. So let's take a look at this. All right, you guys, that was a lot of fun. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned because the Altered Book little series is starting on Wednesday, and hopefully you will play along with me. All right, guys, have an amazing day. And remember, P.S. I love you.